Caitlin Clark is not just an athlete, she's a phenomenon, someone I believe is being treated unfairly, said Donald Trump on former NFL coach Bill Belichick's podcast, Let's Go. Today, we're diving into a buzzworthy statement made by former President Donald Trump about the rising women's basketball star, Caitlin Clark. While fans praise her exceptional talent, Trump has spoken out about what he considers unfair treatment toward Caitlin. So, what's really happening here? Why would a controversial figure like Trump be so interested in Caitlin Clark? Is Trump questioning the fairness in women's sports, or is there something more that's drawn his attention to this young star? And what ambitions might be lurking behind the offers from major clubs? This video will give you the answers. Caitlin Clark, the name that immediately brings to mind unbelievable plays every time it's mentioned. At just 22, Caitlin has sparked a frenzy in women's basketball. She doesn't just score points, she makes a lasting impact, breaking through every limit a player can reach. Renowned for her phenomenal three-point shooting accuracy, Caitlin Clark led the national scoring charts in the 2023 season with an average of 27.8 points per game, a figure few players can achieve. In a pinnacle match, she even scored 41 points, a staggering number. Caitlin Clark is the kind of player every team dreams of having, said basketball analyst Rebecca Lobo. It's not just her scoring ability, but also her court awareness and leadership that make her exceptional. But Caitlin doesn't stop at scoring. She's a true leader, guiding her team with calm poise and strength. Every time she steps on the court, you can feel the burning passion and determination she carries with her. For Caitlin, basketball is more than a sport. It's a part of her life. This deep love has driven her to become the brightest star every team would want. Last year, she led her team to a deep run in the NCAA tournament, a journey filled with excitement and emotion. Caitlin is a genuine basketball phenomenon, said Coach Dawn Staley. She plays with fire, but also with incredible intelligence and strategy. Every time Caitlin is on the court, she's making magic happen. But perhaps the most remarkable thing is that Caitlin doesn't just inspire her teammates. She has become a symbol for young girls across America. Basketball is no longer just a male-dominated arena. Thanks to players like Caitlin Clark, women's basketball now has its own allure and draw. In the 2023 season, Caitlin not only scored over 900 points, but also averaged 8.6 assists per game. This shows that she's not just a scorer, but also someone who creates opportunities for her teammates to shine. Caitlin is one of the rare female players who can compete at such an elite level. She has an exceptional tactical vision and can change the entire game with just a few plays, commented analyst Jay Belis. With all these accomplishments and talent, Caitlin Clark is currently a name no major club can overlook. Teams both in and outside the WNBA are eager to have her on their roster. But will Caitlin choose to stay, or will she pursue a new challenge? Caitlin Clark, a rising star, a new icon in basketball. How will her journey unfold? Stay tuned to see what's next. Donald Trump, one of the most controversial figures in American politics, drew attention recently with his remarks about Caitlin Clark. His comments weren't just praises. They sparked a deeper conversation about fairness in sports, particularly in women's basketball. In his speech, Trump emphasized that Caitlin Clark is an incredible talent. He described her as unbelievable and one of the best players he's ever seen. These words not only recognize Caitlin's talent, but also reflect a positive view on the growth of women's sports in the American sports landscape. Despite her talent, it appears Caitlin is receiving a significantly low salary, only $76,000 per year, a figure far below her worth, especially compared to top NBA players who earn several $1 million a year. Trump stated that ensuring fair pay for female athletes is a very complex issue. In basketball, particularly in the WNBA, this gap is evident. Many female players have to take on side jobs to make ends meet. Trump's comments highlighted this, and it's even more impactful when a figure as influential as him speaks out. Caitlin Clark is one of the prime representatives of a new generation of female athletes who not only showcase talent, but also fight for fairness and respect in sports. Trump's remarks have initiated a dialogue not only about Caitlin, but about the entirety of women's sports. Donald Trump's comments may surprise some, but they underscore one thing: Recognizing female talent is crucial, said sports analyst Jay Billis. When prominent figures like Trump speak up, it can drive change and make people pay closer attention to women's sports. Reactions from the community have been mixed. Many fans praised him for siding with Caitlyn, while others believe this support may be politically motivated. However, there's no denying that recognition from a public figure like Trump can help raise the profile of women's basketball. Caitlyn is not just an outstanding player, she's a symbol for a larger movement, the movement demanding fairness in sports. Donald Trump's comments have opened a door for stories like Caitlyn's to be heard and respected more. With the continuous growth of women's sports, let's see what incredible feats Caitlyn Clark and her colleagues will accomplish in the future. Trump's remarks may be just a small part of a larger story, but they bring new hope to female athletes worldwide. As Caitlyn Clark continues to shine with her outstanding performances on the court, it's no surprise she's attracting attention from various clubs, not only within the WNBA but also from international teams. First up is an offer from the Seattle Storm with a proposed salary of $250,000 a year, while the Los Angeles Sparks are ready to pay her $300,000. These figures demonstrate that Caitlyn's value goes beyond her skill. It lies in her ability to captivate audiences. Caitlyn Clark is in a prime position to become one of the world's top female players, remarked basketball analyst Doris Burke. She's not only exceptional in her games, but also has the power to inspire the next generation. The offers from these clubs are proof of that. Interestingly, Caitlyn isn't just focused on her sports career. She also emphasizes building a positive image for women's basketball. She frequently engages in community activities and connects with fans, raising awareness for women's sports and inspiring other young athletes. When a talent like Caitlyn Clark steps onto the court, it's not just a win for her, but a victory for women's sports as a whole. The offers from various clubs have created a positive wave, encouraging other female athletes to pursue their dreams. The future of women's basketball depends on players like Caitlyn, said basketball legend Sue Bird. If she continues to shine and attract attention, it's not only her career, but also women's sports that will thrive. Caitlyn's presence in basketball doesn't just make her a sports star, it brings awareness that women's sports are becoming increasingly significant. The image of an outstanding female athlete is creating a positive shift in how we view and value women's sports in society. With new opportunities opening up, Caitlyn Clark will undoubtedly continue making her mark in the sports world. Stay tuned to see what she'll bring to the future and how her presence could transform women's basketball. As we look to the future, there's no denying that Caitlyn will remain a key figure in advancing women's sports. Be sure to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss upcoming videos on sports stars and other captivating stories in the basketball world. See you in the next videos.